Tonight, the New York news business has lost an icon, and we here at CBS 2 have lost a dear friend and colleague.
After battling heart problems, veteran reporter John Slattery died suddenly this morning at his home in Westchester County.
John was just 63, a devoted family man and a journalist of the highest caliber. CBS 2's Dana Tyler has this look back at his distinguished career.
Mike, it was a courtroom shocker.
For more than 30 years on New York television, you could count on John Slattery to set the scene for you, to report the news.
I'm trying to run to grab people, talk to them, and then come back with the information. It's a little bit helter-skelter, but we have a terrible emergency.
Covering the 5 boroughs and the tri-state area for WCBS TV since 1984, from the start, he reported on New York's biggest stories. Subway vigilante Bernie Goetz.
Would you do it again?
In that exact same situation?
He didn't let go of stories that touched him deeply. Year after year, John reported on the missing boy, Eitan Pates.
It was a morning in May of 1979. Eitan left his family's loft apartment.
He was on the scene of countless tragedies. On 9/11, he was one of the first reporters on the air.
What we've had here are thousands of people. Let's keep going around. Let's keep going around. We've had thousands of people who have been evacuated from various buildings around here.
John was steady, plain-spoken, unflappable.
We're live here on Channel 2.
He simply told stories as he saw them.
New York City, the gateway for tens of millions of immigrants yearning to be free, opens its arms to the premier symbol of freedom in the 90s, Nelson Mandela.
He wrote about world and religious leaders.
It's ironic that today's killings come at the same time as Cardinal O'Connor's pilgrimage for peace.
And covered politicians and perpetrators.
Cops not only arrested the 7 Johns, they seized the 5 cars.
And more than anyone, regular people of all walks of life. Just yesterday, talking to a Bronx man who tried to protect a friend.
Would you do it again?
Probably, yes, I probably will.
John was an observer who wasn't afraid to tell it like it is.
Ba-boom.
Even with celebrities, when Michael Jackson and Lisa Marie Presley came to town, John staked out Fifth Avenue.
Where is Elvis's little girl?
That's what we all want to know.
Oh, come on, tell me it is.
Okay, thank you very much.
Was
all
it
right,
Michael?
Bye-bye.
It was, wasn't
No,
it?
It wasn't Michael.
Huh? Tell me it was.
It was Michael.
Say, it was Michael.
It was
What
Michael.
did he say?
I was working day watch out of the city room.
This 4-time Emmy Award winner could take us by surprise with his storytelling, like this one, a report in 1988 of a kangaroo sighting.
Did it look like this? Like this? Like this?
John had that ability to poke fun at himself, and he loved to sing. He was a past president of the Inner Circle, an organization of New York political reporters spoofing the headlines. This winter, he was Russian President Vladimir Putin.
All that I crave is vodka spritz.
Most of all, John was devoted to his faith and his family. He and his wife, Susie, raised their 3 children in Westchester. John shared every highlight with us.
The mommy on the bus goes. Shh, shh, shh.
Our condolences to Susie, Kathleen, Patrick, and Megan. We are grateful to the Slatterys for sharing John with us all these years.
In New Dorp, Staten Island, in Brooklyn, in Kew Gardens, Queens, in the Bronx, in Manhattan, John Slattery, CBS 2 News.
Peter Dunn, the president of CBS television station, said today John had been with us since October 1984, so he was just days away from celebrating his 30th anniversary at WCBS. We were truly blessed to have him as a member of our CBS 2 News team, and we will miss him dearly. And we all echo those feelings. You saw those pictures, and you guys know how he would tell us of all the milestones, and he was a grandfather as well, and so proud, and we were lucky to be part of the Slattery family as well as him being a part of our CBS 2 News family.
You conveyed it so beautifully, everything about him, a pro, showed respect for everybody, a lot of love for him. We're all so stunned right now. But what you also conveyed, and I think the viewer finally got a taste of that, is how funny this guy.
I could have gone on and on with that.
He made us laugh every day, and that's what I want to remember about him, how funny he was, and how much he'll be in our hearts going forward.
But he was also somebody that we all looked up to, you know, in that newsroom. And there was a handful of times, you know, just during my short time here, he would peek into my office and say, "Hey, you got a minute?" And he would almost shut the door, and he would say some just really beautiful things. And as I was thinking about that today, I said it wasn't so much about what he said to me, it was that he took the time to do it. And that's what I'm reflecting on and saying to myself, wow, that's inspiration. That's how I should move forward from here.
And I know he gave that to his community as well. Very involved in his community in Westchester and his church and longtime friends.
There's no one else like him. No one.
We're just stunned. His arrangements are set for early next week. Farewell to a friend. Thank you, Dana. And we'll be right back.